In today's episode, we will look at goal setting. We'll see how a professor of surgery transformed the way women are diagnosed and treated for breast cancer, and see how you too can inspire similarly large transformations using a destination postcard. Laura Esserman is an associate professor of surgery at UCSF. She transformed the way women are diagnosed and treated for breast cancer at the Breast Care Center at UCSF. She had a vision. What if there were a breast care clinic where a woman worried about a lump in her breast could walk in at the beginning of the day and walk out at the end of the day with an answer? Either knowing the lump was not a problem, or if it was a problem, having a treatment plan already in hand.
Cancer is one of those terrible diagnoses, and it brings with it so many scary things and can be a turning point in people's lives. It reminds us that life is not a dress rehearsal.
This vision became what the Heaths call a destination postcard. A destination postcard shows the rider where they're headed and the elephant why the journey is worthwhile. Standing in the way of reaching that destination were the uncoordinated medical departments. So Esserman started small. She set up the clinic to operate for 4 hours, 1 day per week. She cajoled the medical departments to work together. She worked with radiologists to create flexibility in their traditionally rigid processes.
The multidisciplinary approach that we have and the holistic approach is a model for how all breast cancer centers should be set up.
Once things were going smoothly, she expanded to 2 days a week and added more surgeons, nurses, counselors, and support staff. The center became a major source of revenue for UCSF and a recognized national leader. A compelling vision like that of Esserman corrects what the writer's greatest weakness is, the tendency to get lost in analysis. Our first instinct is to give the writer data that represents why the writer needs to change his behavior. But the writer just digs into that data, analyzing and poking holes in it and not being moved by it. But if you point to an attractive destination, as Esserman did, the writer instead applies his strengths to figuring out how to get there. Goals in most organizations lack that emotional resonance. Instead, most organizations use SMART goals, that is, goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. The specificity of such goals means they avoid ambiguousness and irrelevance. They are black and white. For example, instead of setting a vague goal like be healthier, which leaves a lot of wiggle room, you could set black and white goals like gym every day or no more Cheetos. The problem is that these goals are not inspiring at all. They're 100% restrictive. They presume rather than generate emotion. Is it possible to combine the emotional power of a destination postcard with the no wiggle room specificity of a black and white goal? In the next episode, we will examine a company that set a shocking goal that was the multi-billion-dollar equivalent of no more Cheetos.